All right, and a pretty anticlimactic end to probably the best series of the playoffs so far. Really, I want to emphasize so far because I think we're really going to get two exciting series in the conference finals and hopefully a finals. But the Thunder, they showed basketball maturity. They matured in front of our eyes in this series. We knew that, you don't want to face Jokic and Murray in a close game in a game seven. So the Thunder were like, bet we're not gonna make this a close game. The first quarter was a little dangerous for OKC because Denver got out to like as you can see an 11-point lead in the first quarter, but the Thunder stayed the course. They let their bench guys come in, do their job. Kason Wallace, Alex Caruso, Aaron Wiggins, they really started to turn the tide for the Thunder and started to make a run for the Thunder. And eventually you can see they were up by almost 40, more than 40 in the fourth quarter. But the main, obviously, quarter of this game was the second quarter. As you can see, they outscored them 39-20. It was just a bunch of fast breaks, transition. And like I said, the bench guys, they made all the plays on defense. Obviously, Aaron Gordon had, one hamstring. He couldn't even sprint. Like, he was just jogging. He was kind of playing like at a shoot around pace, at like a pickup style pace, just jogging, trying to do the best he can. But obviously, that hampered him and the Nuggets offense and defense. Whenever he brought the ball up, they were, trying to pressure him, trying to get the ball out of his hands and try to get a steal. They're trying to pressure Jokic at the top of the key. They had so many guys to throw at him. Obviously, they have so many wings and so many little guards to just keep swiping at Jokic. Probably could have been a couple fouls, but they let them play in Game 7, and OKC took advantage of it. And you can see the second and third quarter, it was just they outscored them by 20 in the second, so outscored them by 10 in the third. So the game wasn't really close after the third quarter, and it looked like Denver was just barely hanging on at halftime. It was they were only up, they were only down by like 10, I think, at halftime. Was it 46-61? So down by 15. But yeah, nothing to be not proud of for the Nuggets. Is really valiant, brave performance for them throughout 7 games just to force a game 7 against a much younger team. But like I said, OKC matured and they really took it to the Nuggets, and they let their bench do the talking, let their strength do the talking, let their quickness and athleticism do the talking. So shout out to them. They're gonna have a really tough series against a Minnesota team, I think, who is better matched. But I'll have a conference finals previews up later. But yeah, right now, shout out to the Thunder.